Yo, Pakistan, listen up. Your Supreme Court just dropped a bombshell decision. They reversed a controversial 2022 ruling on Article 63A. This article is all about what happens when lawmakers defy their party's orders in Parliament. The court basically said, hold up, politicians are not robots. The 2022 ruling said lawmakers couldn't vote against their party line. But this new decision throws that out the window. It's a big deal for democracy and individual freedom. The court basically told party leaders you can't just boss your people around. The 2022 ruling had everyone shook. It felt like a power grab by the big political parties. But the court just pumped the brakes on that. They said, now we need to protect democracy, even if it gets messy. This whole thing started with a petition challenging the 2022 ruling. The court took a good hard look and said, yeah, this ain't right. They called out the previous interpretation of Article 63A for being undemocratic and confusing. To understand this drama, we need to rewind a bit. In 2022, Pakistan was in a political crisis. Imran Khan, the Prime Minister at the time, lost a no-confidence vote. But things got messy, yo. Khan's government tried to dissolve Parliament and call new elections. They said the no-confidence vote was part of a foreign conspiracy. The opposition parties cried foul and took the matter to the Supreme Court. The court sided with the opposition. They said Khan's move was unconstitutional and reinstated Parliament. Khan wasn't happy. He called for fresh elections and accused the opposition of playing dirty. Okay, back to Article 63A. This article is all about party discipline. It basically says if a lawmaker votes against their party's instructions, they can be disqualified. But the interpretation of this article has been a hot potato for years. The 2022 ruling made things worse. It basically said any vote against the party line could get you kicked out of Parliament. This gave party leaders a lot of power over their members. The recent Supreme Court decision changes all that. They said the 2022 interpretation was too extreme. It undermined the role of individual lawmakers and made them puppets of their parties. The court emphasized that lawmakers have a duty to represent their constituents, not just follow party orders blindly. They said, yo, democracy means having a voice, even if it's a dissenting one. Section 4, a win for democracy? So, is this a win for democracy in Pakistan? Well, it's complicated. On the one hand, the Supreme Court's decision upholds the principles of individual freedom and parliamentary democracy. Lawmakers now have more freedom to vote their conscience. This could lead to more lively debates in Parliament and make the government more accountable. It could also encourage more independent candidates to run for office, knowing they won't be completely beholden to a party. But some people are worried about the potential downsides. They say this ruling could lead to more political instability. Without the threat of disqualification, lawmakers might be more likely to switch sides or vote against their party's interests. This could make it harder to form stable governments and pass important legislation. It could also lead to more horse trading and backroom deals as parties try to secure enough votes to stay in power. Section 5. The road ahead. It's still too early to say what the long-term impact of this decision will be. But one thing is for sure, it's a major development in Pakistani politics. The Supreme Court's ruling has shifted the balance of power between political parties and individual lawmakers. It has also sparked a national conversation about the meaning of democracy and the role of Parliament. Only time will tell how this all plays out. But one thing is clear, Pakistan's democracy is a work in progress. There will be bumps along the way, but it's up to the Pakistani people to decide what kind of democracy they want.